France Inter won. Good morning, guys. Welcome to Vote Sports on Vote 104.3 FM. My name is Godwin, and I'm here with the A team to talk about the Champions League game that happened yesterday and the ones happening today. Good morning, Nonso. How are you?
Good morning, listener. Good morning. Godwin. It was a disappointing result last night. I felt heartbroken. But the show must go on.
Good morning, John. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Good morning, football maniacs. Good morning, Godwin. Good morning, my people. Bad Belle FC original. I called it here yesterday, and I'm here to drink the premium tears. Please, Liverpool fans, start calling in. Let's go through what happened last night.
Okay, remember, guys, you are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. We'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. The Champions League happened yesterday, so I'm going to give you the result of the games that happened yesterday, and we'll talk about all of them and talk about games happening today in the Champions League. And Nigeria new coach has released his first list for the upcoming international games happening in last week of March. So we're going to give you who made those lists and who did not make that list. But first, the Champions League results of yesterday. First game yesterday is Barcelona beating Benfica 3-1. The 9 p.m. results: Bayern Leverkusen 0, Bayern Munich 2, Inter winning Feyenoord 2-1, and Liverpool crashed out of the Champions League after they lost at home 1-0 to Paris Saint-Germain. That game moved to penalties after 120 minutes, and Paris Saint-Germain and PSG actually scored 4 of their penalties, and Liverpool only scored first of their penalties and missed all the other ones. That game ended on penalties 4-1. Okay, let's talk about the first game. The 3-1 win against Barcelona, winning Benfica 3-1. Everyone expected them to win because the way Barcelona have been scoring, they are the highest goal. I think if you look at the whole of Europe, they are the top scorer team in the whole Europe. They have been scoring goals left, right, center, and Rafinha again scored 2, and Yamal scored 1 to make it 3-1 against
Fantastic
Benfica.
Results, for me yesterday. I was holding out for shocks in a couple of games yesterday.
You don't say one person must just fall your hand.
Somebody must just deliver one way or another. You understand me? For me, I was expecting Benfica to put up a better performance. Obviously, with the presence of the marksman in the side, I'm talking about Vangelos Pavlidis. Unfortunately, it was not to be, and in this encounter, Barcelona got in with the goals. And we said it yesterday, that once you get Rafinha moving, it's hard for you to stop the Barcelona onslaught. And Rafinha came good yesterday, from almost quitting football to being in contention for the Ballon d'Or. That was the headline for yesterday, and he showed it yet again in the match, scoring 2, and also Yamal also scoring and assisting 1 in that encounter.
Talking about Yamal had that. If you look at that assist for the first goal, you know that boy is going to be one of the best players in the world in the future. He's just 17 years old.
Yeah.
Look at how you move those ones. Remove 3 players or 2 players and have to cross the ball for Rafinha to score.
In PS5, they call it delete.
To score that first goal. Good game for Barcelona also.
Well, good game. If you see, I expected Benfica to put up a fight with the results it got in the first leg, and with the selfishness. Though some players were not available on this night, some players were not available, and we say it's no excuse. Whenever your players are not available, let the ones that are on the bench fight for their position in that team. So definitely, we know the players that will be living in the club. You get, because in the left back position, your players that's starting in left back is not available in this one. You play somebody, he's supposed to put up the fight and say, okay, fine, if this guy comes back, whenever he comes back,
we'll be dragging the position.
We'll drag the position till the end of time. So you play one, I play one. But those players did not show up yesterday. You get, and it's a problem for me where I see a team with 25, 28, 30 players, and you're traveling with 23 players or 25 players. Campaign was going to be hard. It was going to be very difficult to know. But yes, this performance was below 40%. It was below average on the Benfica side.
Well, if you look at Barcelona, you cannot actually fault them. Rafinha has scored 11 goals and 4 assists in 10 Champions League games this season, then 27 goals in all competition. He should be winning the Ballon d'Or. Look at he's scoring goals.
And he needs to add silverware to it.
He's winning the Ballon d'Or with 27 goals.
He needs to add silverware to it. You can't just win the Ballon d'Or based off goals and assists.
Wait, John, calm down now. If you are saying 27 goals involvement and you want him to win Ballon d'Or, then somebody has 40.
No, just 27 goals only.
Somebody has 20 in all competition,
Yes.
and Salah has 27 goals in just the Premier League.
Well, the problem now is the trophy.
Now
That's
you're
the
talking.
problem.
So it's not about winning 27 goals in all competition for Barcelona. While some other person is getting 27 goals in just one league. You're not counting the Carabao Cup. You're not counting the FA Cup. You're not counting the Champions League goals he scored.
The bottom line is that Rafinha has to be top 3.
Yes, he has to be in that conversation.
Now it depends. He's not really doing the work. He's just getting the goals because the team is doing the work.
I disagree.
So if Rafinha is not in the team, and Barcelona goes on to struggle to get goals, then you know that his work in that
I disagree.
team.
I don't understand that.
I disagree. You cannot use that logic.
That's an extra logic.
You cannot use.
No,
I'm telling you.
No,
That's
you
an extra
cannot.
logic
You cannot
they use to
use
take
that
out
logic
names
to say
from the Ballon
that.
d'Or.
I disagree. You cannot use that logic because what will you say about Real Madrid?
Exactly.
Real Madrid have Bellingham, they have Mbappe, they have
So
Vini,
if
they have.
Vini was
So
there,
even if Vini is not
they will
available,
win.
other players are there to ensure that they win. You can't use that yardstick to say
the
that.
part of the whole Ballon d'Or is that the whole team have to perform. Then the outstanding player in the best team wins the Ballon. You cannot say one person. Okay, imagine Barcelona when Barcelona was doing nothing, buy rubbish player.
Yes.
Person will produce all the numbers and you know win Ballon d'Or.
Yes.
Even though he was the best player and whoever could see it because of the team itself wasn't winning.
Wasn't successful.
So
yes.
Real Madrid will win the Champions League and Ronaldo
will win it. Yes. Even though we all know that he
Messi
won the
was
Golden Boot and he was scoring for fun and all
So
that.
you
can't use that, man.
But when he's not available for the team and the team struggles,
it's not about.
You're not getting it. If you like I said, if he's not available for the team and the team struggles, you will know that he is the standout person.
It's not by when a team struggles without a player that you know that player is a standard player. It's not like that. Because what you are talking about is a one-man show. Most teams have moved from one-man show.
Even Vini that we are talking about Ballon d'Or, he missed first half of the season. He
yes.
started picking form second half of the season.
Yes.
So those first half of the season, that he didn't. Real Madrid was winning and advancing. So if that time he wasn't in form or injured, and Real Madrid did not, in quote, they are not playing well. Are you
talking about this season or last season?
That he was saying
in contention for the Ballon d'Or. Yes.
Last season he wasn't playing well in the first half of the season. He picked up from the second half of the
last season. In the first half of the season, he was playing well. Godwin.
He wasn't playing well.
He picked up injury around maybe November ending. And he came back in January.
Did Real Madrid go to relegation when he picked up injury? Yes or no?
Like I said, the whole team is functioning.
No, yes or no.
Without him in the present,
it's not about without him, bro.
Without him in that squad, you could see that Real Madrid suffered to create chances.
I disagree with you.
Let's be honest with it.
I disagree with you because let's not forget that was Jude Bellingham's breakout season for Madrid. Jude Bellingham was scoring for fun.
I remember Jude Bellingham was the best player for Real Madrid last season. He was the best Spanish La Liga of the year. So he was better than
Thank you.
So you cannot compare that both of them.
When Vini is not available, how many goals did Real Madrid
Baba, go and look at the guy's numbers. Now stop arguing blindly, man.
Arguing blindly.
Yes,
so
you are, man.
You want to see, bro.
Vini was not available.
Speaking English.
Nobody knew that he was not in the squad.
I can't speak English with you and press calculator on the show.
Vini was injured. Nobody knew anybody was absent because Jude was phenomenal. Go and look at the records. He had the best record of any new signing coming into the La Liga. Most amount of goals scored in a debut season. Most amount of assists scored in a debut season for Real Madrid. If not because of politics and other things, Vini shouldn't be in a conversation. It should be a single ballot for Real Madrid for Jude Bellingham. Simple.
I think for you to actually win something, the whole thing has to do well because if you score 100 goals and your team did not win the league or didn't do anything well, you still win the Ballon d'Or.
That's the thing,
that has to be the important piece in an important team for you to be a standard player.
And best squads always find a way to bring best players into. That's how it works, man.
So
go look at it.
One person cannot make, no matter how you want to think about it. One person, I saw with Messi live because Messi was producing a huge numbers for Barcelona, but he couldn't win anything. But that Ballon d'Or is still at the end of the year, so we'll see who's going to win. But I think Rafinha should be in that conversation. That's just
obviously, man.
We are talking about. But let's move on to the other games that happened. Let's talk about Liverpool, the 9 p.m. result. Liverpool losing at home 1-0. Our guy is scoring. Dembele have been scoring this year back to back. I don't know what's but Dembele drank. This is his 21st goal since January.
Yes.
He's been scoring goals since turn of the year. I don't know what he drank in maybe December 31st, enter January and start scoring goals.
We are talking about
You've been
a
scoring
star,
goals.
a star that is reborn.
I think in what if you look at this game in 180 minutes, both legs, I think Paris Saint-Germain deserve to win.
Of course,
If you
and
look
they
at,
proved it
if
yesterday.
you look at the first leg, this second leg was even. I think it was balanced 50-50. If you look at chances created
Yes.
and chances are converted, it was like 50-50. But in the first leg, everybody knew that Paris Saint-Germain was better in the first leg of that competition. But generally, what do you make of this thing?
For example, thank you. I've been dying to.
I know you have been dying to
drop
answer
my gauntlet
answer
in this
these
encounter.
questions.
Yes, I've been dying to answer this question. I said it in the first leg that when they beat you and the jury decide that you should win. That's how Liverpool escaped that first encounter.
In boxing.
In boxing, yes. They give you a TKO, you manage to stand up before they count 10, and then all the 12 rounds have been played through, and now it's judge's decision, and because you are incumbent, they say, your incumbent win on points. That's what happened in the first game. They were totally decimated by Paris Saint-Germain at the Parc des Princes. And then coming home, a lot of Liverpool fans were calling in earlier, you're coming to Anfield, it's a noisy stadium, the environment, blah, 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 blah. I was like, bro, how far? Premium tiers, he saw me die. Look at the stats, man. And on the night that Ancelot said Liverpool are going to put up their best performance, 3 shots on target, 10 off target, 6 blocks, possession 46%. Simple. We don't need to say anything more than what has been said right now. But look at Ousmane Dembele, a player reborn, a rejected stone from FCB, rebaptized, reanointed, future looking very, very bright right now. Scoring on the night, like I said, he was going to score on the night, and then taking the team to the extra end, going into penalties. Look at them winning on penalties, moving to the next round. Liverpool, the dreams of double, the dreams of triple, the dreams of quadruple, all of them shattered in one night, and it's back down to reality.
Okay, now if you look at the stats in this game, I think in 180 minutes, PSG deserve to go. If you look at their shots, even at Anfield, they had more shots on target, 8. They had more shots in total, 21, even though Liverpool had 19. More possession than Liverpool, more passes than Liverpool, more passes completed. I think actually
they give una one kind joy as Liverpool don't crash out.
Saves, look at
they
saves.
give una see make we no talk, make we no like. They give Arsenal, Man U, Man City fans, Chelsea fans especially. These people are called. They give them one kind joy, because they know if we cannot do it, they will not do it. Now the philosophy they happen here now. And when they calculate the stats, I just look you with one corner of my eye. They give you joy. Since I cannot do it, nobody else will do it.
If you say you are the best, come out and prove it. It wasn't proved last night.
I've said it all season. I'll go back and hype Liverpool a bit, but we've seen Liverpool play this season, and there's nothing beautiful about Liverpool football. Hold back, pass back, play from the back line, go forward, try to hit on the break, create a chance, score your goal, come back, hold the ball in your own half, and tempt them to come out. If I don't give you an opportunity to tempt it to come out and I sit deep to block, or perhaps I close, like I say, if I play compact, it doesn't mean if I sit deep or I come forward. If I play compact, you won't have the opportunity to hold more of the ball, because I'll play that compact and hold you on the high line. And that was what PSG did on the night. They played compact, they came up the high line, and that mistake from Konate was what? That was the end of the game. If you look at the game, forget the 78 shots in total from the two teams, the 11 shot on target and the 75 block. I know they cast that one. Look at the way they played. You get both teams were matching each other blow for blow in the middle of the field. Not that one person starts deep and was expecting the other person to hit them on the break, or perhaps I was sitting deep and waiting for counter attack. It's about the 90 minutes. What happened?
Thank
Liverpool
you. I like
Liverpool
the fact.
committed one error.
I like the fact.
And that error ended their season. In
I like the fact that you said it's about 90 minutes. It's about one error. Now it's one error. Now it's not about beautiful play again.
Liverpool has never played beautiful football this season. Let's be honest about it.
Even though you have been giving them plaudits earlier in the season about their play and their style of play. Becoming that I'm not coming for you.
I like the style of play.
I'm not coming for you. But let's not forget that the last week when he was on the other shoe and Liverpool snuck away with a win, it was about Liverpool being better on the night. How far? How market?
Liverpool, see, it doesn't. I didn't tell you they were better on the night or not better on the night. I just told you defensively they were better on the
Secondly,
night.
how far? No error in that last week game that led to that goal. No error, right? I like how we like bringing up
Who committed the error?
No, I like how we like
Who- no,
bringing
wait,
up
now,
new
no.
languages.
Who
Bro,
committed the error?
I like how we like. You said it today that there was an error that led to that goal.
Kunate's back pass, yes.
What happened to the error that led to the goal in the previous
There was
week
no error.
that Harvey
It was
Elliott?
straight ball from what's it called?
Wow. So, but we know that this
Straight ball
one
from
now is
wait,
error.
see, if striker bully defender, wait, John, if you know you understand football, if striker bully defender by body, me and you challenge for area duel. I win the area duel, I pass the ball, and my player gets the goal. There was no error from you as a defender.
Thank you. I just want to make one statement. You said it here on the issue, and I'm going to re-echo your words back to you. If error no dey go, no go come. QED.
If error no dey go, no go
it's
come.
a win. QED. And everybody's egos can just go somewhere and just be smoothed by premium pressing this morning.
I think after the whole thing, I think that PSG truthfully deserve to go through to the next round. If you look at the way both of them played in those 2 rounds of game, but that's football for you. That game ended 1-0. They moved to penalty.
You can't be say the day when Liverpool can't say make they play well.
Donnarumma saved 2 penalties on the night. Nunes first from Nunes and from Jones to keep those penalties out. He is a good goalkeeper when it comes to penalties. I can remember the Italy winning that Euros. I think
that one with England just dash their penalty earlier.
Yes, I think he made good saves, not necessarily because the England team doesn't, because I know Saka missed. I think another person missed.
Saka, Sancho, Rashford, all of them.
When it comes to penalty, he's a huge, big lad when it comes to penalty, and he saved 2 last night to help PSG advance to the next round of the Champions League, and Liverpool are out of the Champions League, and he won the man of the match too. And Scott, after the game, was talking to the press, said over 90 minutes, I don't think we deserve to lose. Over 180 minutes, it was fair to go to overtime. And he was saying that in overtime, Liverpool, PSG was better. PSG was better, whether you want to see it
in the extra time. Yes,
they were better. They missed a whole lot of chances. But let's see what happens in the next round, because PSG is going to play either Aston Villa or who are they playing today again?
Club Brugge.
Or Club Brugge. So I think it's obviously going
fantastic to be quarter-final setup there, right?
So it's going to be a very huge game for Liverpool, not for Liverpool, for PSG and probably Aston Villa. Okay, let's go to our YouTube channel. People have been dropping comments, especially about this particular game that happened yesterday. Before we move on to the next game, and Emmanuel Okitibi, welcome to the show. He said best football night for neutrals. Okay, yes, like us. It's going to be best football night for you. If he's the call, he said good morning, Vote FM. It was a nightmare for Liverpool yesterday, and he's also saying what shall it profit a man to top the Champions League phase only to get kicked out of the round of 16 stages.
I like your style.
Okay, finally he's also saying is also saying I have always known that Darwin Nunes to miss penalties even in my DLS, bro. What is DLS again?
No worry, no calling name. No worry. Continue, my brother. No worry.
Oh, okay. Bro, and okay, he can't even score a penalty. Talking about Nunes can't score a penalty.
Blind Nunes.
Yes, and finally, TB is also saying PSG we are better both in both legs. Exciting team to watch. And Icon Fashion World, welcome to the show. He said when you start to seeing yourself that you have arrived in a season, Premier League teams will not be playing well. Some even saying Salah will win Ballon d'Or. Very funny. Loser Liverpool, cry me a river. Okay. I think why is everybody excited that Liverpool are
out? Don't be Man U fans.
Please get the last comment.
Man City, all of them.
Mohammed. Okay, Mohammed. I think Mohammed is first time you are commenting on this show.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Mohammed. Say good morning, guys in the studio. John, why are you always racing your? After all, your team reach here. I think he's talking about your team. Okay, finally, Judge Asonto is saying no. So John, mean you this morning.
John, mean you this morning.
Okay.
You know one leave your neck. I cannot leave the neck.
Okay.
Liverpool fans, I'm in your DM.
Let's see what happens in the next round. Liverpool are out of the Champions League.
There's something that happened in that game, and I felt like that was I'm sorry, I said Naemery. Luis Enrique surprised me the most. In the last 3 minutes of the game, he made 2 subs, penalty takers.
Leave that.
No complaint. Just
I have seen that thing before. People
okay.
I remember this particular game. They put Noble. I know that game against West Ham. They put Noble to score penalty and he missed it.
No. See that one, you understand.
see, some of that, you know your penalty takers.
You know
okay,
now,
you
and
just put them.
they're not in the starting lineup. But me, for the life of anything, I will even introduce. I'll introduce Kelleher as in 120 minutes. I'll just tell Kelleher, stand up, stand up, stand up. Nunes, come out, because I know Blind Nunes will miss.
Well,
He's sure. He's as in he's sure.
see,
It's not a penalty. Blind
penalties
Nunes
law.
will miss. He will
Penalty-
always miss. He
penalties
never
law.
miss clear cut chance for open play. Na penalty.
I've seen coaches bring out players and put in penalty takers and they still lose the penalty shootout. It's just a game of luck. If the goalkeeper is good, he's good. You will not do anything about it.
This guy that you are claiming is good, no good reach.
If matter
Even Donnarumma, no good reach.
Donnarumma.
No good
Hey,
reach.
Nonso.
come on.
You can say anything.
Come on.
If
You
you can say this,
As
you
a
can say
18-year-old
anything.
boy, he was
What
first
are we
team
not
goalkeeper for
saying?
Italy.
Yes,
As 17-year-old boy, he was first team goalkeeper
of
for
course,
AC
obviously.
Milan. You know what it means?
He not too good like that too.
He good,
Say
Baba, free that thing.
goalkeeper don't reduce for market. It's just like saying there's no they are left back in the market. Go find one now. Left back no day again.
You know who
Goalkeepers
he
no
serve
plenty.
under? You know who he serve under? Gigi.
Okay, let's see what happens with PSG in the next round of the games. They are through to the quarterfinal of the Champions League. Okay, other games that happened in the Champions League: Bayern Leverkusen 0, Bayern Munich 2. Kane scored a goal and assist in this game. Good game for Kane. Good game for Company. If I like Company have done well with Bayern Munich this season.
No weapon fashioned against Kane from carrying trophy
This
shall
season
work
shall
this
prosper.
season.
They supposed
It
to give them
shall not
trophy
work.
last week.
It shall not work.
When they supposed to give them trophy last week, when Leverkusen lost.
So they need to win 3 more games.
You don't understand. They were supposed to like at least they'll be sure of trophy last
They'll
week.
win it.
If they had won their game last week because Leverkusen lost and they went on to lose their own game. Now the Champions League night again against Leverkusen, the same thing happened with PSG Brest. Two teams know themselves in the league, but one team is bigger in the Champions League and the other team is just coming up in the Champions League. They don't know how the knockout stages or how the Champions League environment works. I think with that, the atmosphere is always different. The environment in the camp is always different. The attitude with the players are always different. And I feel like that was one thing Leverkusen didn't get right in this game. In the first leg, they lost 3-0. I'm like, bro, in the second leg, do your homework well. Champions League and league is not the same. You can play league 30 games and play draw and win some. Because last season they won. And they played a couple of draws this year and they knocked what's called Bayern Munich out of the Dutch Cup. It's understandable that this is the Dutch Cup, the league, and all of that. They can allow you because they still have 38 more games. But in knockout stages, they know how the atmosphere works. They know how I think how the officiating, how everything works. The pressure is kind of different in the Champions League, especially the Champions League knockout stages. And I think that's one thing Leverkusen didn't get right. In this one, I know they've already lost 3-0 away from home. I was feeling like, okay, fine, just win this one, 1-0. Or this was where my disappointment actually is. I was feeling like, okay, fine, just win at least, win for your home, cover ground. You will be knocked out, but just win in your home and cover ground. But they didn't get that win, and it was
you will not blame both of them if you look at how if you look at both squad. Bayern Munich actually has a better squad, even though that if you look at last season, Alonso did magic with that. Nobody expected it to happen last season. So everybody see that's not about expectation. When you bring them forward, everybody expecting to always beat Bayern Munich. But everybody forgot that 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that Bayern Munich is always trashing them.
Of course.
But suddenly after last year, everybody now is thinking that Bayern Leverkusen have a chance. But if you look at previous years, they didn't have a chance to beat Bayern Munich in this kind of competitions.
If like I said, you said in this kind of competitions, in the knockout stages,
even in the Bundesliga,
yes,
they were a match for Bayern Munich.
You're forgetting that in the Bundesliga, some games you expect Bayern Munich to just come and blow some people out of the water, and those people just come there and win.
See what I'm saying?
So I understand how knockout football.
I'm saying apart from last season. That everybody, Bayern Leverkusen surprised everybody.
Yes.
Previous season, nobody goes in. They don't go into against Bayern Munich
as the big guys.
When we talk about the Bundesliga, it's always between Bayern, Dortmund. You now talk about Werder Bremen because of you talk about the Miroslav Klose. You talk about the big guys. You talk about other guys. Yes.
Early 2000s.
Hamburger FC. You also talk about these other guys. Nobody talks about Leverkusen, because they were always mid-table average. Now, you have a season where you over-indexed, right? At the end of that season when you over-indexed, and beat everybody home and away, took the Bundesliga, Alpha Amake, what was the investment back into the squad?
That's the problem.
Nada. And And now you are having an underwhelming season on the back of an over-index season.
And now when season where they second for table.
Underwhelming, bro. Let's not go
Underwhelming
there.
season where they second for table. How many points behind? How many points behind Bayern Munich?
Go back and look at everybody that has usurped Bayern Munich to the title in the Bundesliga. They've always been able to do it back to back. Go back, go look at the Werder Bremen. Go
look, back to back.
Go and look at the records. That's all I'm saying. Go and look at the records.
Borussia Dortmund did it.
Borussia Dortmund did it.
Others did it.
Werder Bremen did it.
Only once.
Go back and look at the records.
Okay, that game ended 2-0 in favor of Bayern Munich. And Musiala was probably man of the match because he hit the bar twice in that game, provided the first assist not him, Kimmich provided the first assist for Kane. Then Musiala hit the bar twice. That game should have ended 4-0. But Bayer Leverkusen was lucky. That game ended 2-0. So Bayern Munich is in the next round of the Champions League, the quarterfinals. Okay, the final game of the round is Inter winning against Feyenoord 2-1. The aggregate score is 4-1. Inter scored first and Feyenoord equalized 1-1. Then, and second half, they scored a penalty to make it 2-1. Inter in the next round of that games.
Well, good game, at least. Thank God the guy that is taking penalties took this one, because the last game, Zelensky took the penalty, and I was almost heartbroken the way he played it. Now the penalty taker for the team, Kanahoglu, is when you have team, when you like this. Let me not just say because of a missed penalty, I will not discredit him. When you take out a player, in the Inter Milan side, you take out this player, put another player, you're not seeing anything missing. You're even seeing improvement. So you in your everyday selection, you have headache, because you don't know who to start, you don't know who to bench. When you're starting the play, you always apologize to the rest of them. Please, you will start there. You will play. Just calm down. You will sharp play. And 60 minutes, you're seeing them doing a sub, because you know that the person on the bench is coming in to over-index the person already starting. And that's what they call and I think that's what Inter Milan has in the Champions League this season that has gone for them, or in the league this season that has gone for them throughout this season. And in this game, you saw them play against Feyenoord. We expect in this series, we know that definitely is a win.
It's a win. That game ended 2-1. Let's move over to today's fixtures. I'll give you the fixtures for today. Early kickoff is Lille versus Borussia Dortmund. The first leg ended 1-1. By 9 p.m., Aston Villa will play Club Brugge. That game, Aston Villa has a 3-1 lead away now, and they're playing at home, so it's going to be obviously going to advance. Aston is playing at home to PSV. They won away 7-1. Now they are playing at Emirates Stadium. Obviously, Arsenal will go through, except that there's no exception in this one. Then the big game for today is Atletico Madrid playing Real Madrid. Real Madrid have a slight lead, a slim lead in that encounter, 2-1. So it's going to be a huge encounter. First, let's get your prediction for Lille versus Borussia Dortmund. Who wins?
I'm backing Dortmund.
So Dortmund to advance to the quarterfinals?
Yeah, they're 50-50.
Give us one team.
He said he's backing Dortmund.
Okay, no, so
I'm going with Lille.
Lille, okay.
France is like a tough round for anybody now, so I'm going with Lille. They're good at home.
Okay. Then Aston Villa. Let's talk about Aston Villa and Club Brugge. Aston Villa is playing at home.
Yes.
And they have a 3-1 lead in this encounter.
Yes.
So who
as
advances?
predicted in the previous week, and in this encounter, they are going to walk away with a narrow 2-0 win. That's my prediction for this one.
Godwin, it break my heart. They break my heart because I like to see my players do well. Do well in European competition or in any competition at all. My players, talking about Rafael Onyedikachi and the rest of them, playing well. It's going to be something to watch out for. I feel like they could go into this one and get a win.
After all this rhetoric, prediction.
A 1-0 win. Though Aston Villa will advance. Aston Villa would advance because 3-1, don't remember, you cannot overturn it away from home. So Aston Villa would advance. But if Club Brugge could get a win in this one, it would be nice.
Okay, the next game is Arsenal is playing PSV. That should be Arsenal should field under 21 in this one. They should rest their players.
If you field under 21,
don't listen to Godwin, no.
Even though I don't think so, because they are not challenging for the league, so they come and just field their first team.
Field your first team.
Are they not challenging for the league?
League is over.
They are challenging for the league.
League is over.
50 points is reachable.
With this striker.
50 points, not striker. 50 points is touchable.
FC talking right now.
Okay,
50 points is touchable, but against Feyenoord in this one, PSV in this one, all these Dutch teams, they are giving me headache. Against PSV in this one now, everybody have written PSV off. 7-1. They can't do anything in the Emirates. If they can score 4-0,
nothing still happen.
Arsenal go start to shake. Make them no complete an 8. You understand? Now waiting I look at. That's what I look at.
I like the fact you said
if you score 2-0, you go first 20 minutes, you're 2 goals up. Arsenal will start to shake. So they don't score more, then they come out to rush you and hit on the break and you score another 2. Now 4. It's not a question mark of can you continue to score like that till you qualify, which is very, very likely impossible. Look, the young no day.
Who wants score? Where in there last? Where in there last? No, where in there last week?
That last week.
Perisic no start. Perisic and
my grandfather no be their mate.
He no concern me. Baba, you are there receiving a salary. Do your job.
I just feel like going into this game, they might get the win. They might, but qualifying is
best case scenario is a draw because Arsenal don't have a striker.
Okay, finally let's talk about Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. Atletico is playing at home to Real Madrid. It's always going to be a tough game when these two teams play, and Real Madrid have this 2-1 lead in going to this encounter, and they have a big squad. They have the Mbappe, Vini, Jude in that team, but Atletico have their own firepowers too.
Yes.
Solot, Griezmann, and what's the guy's name?
Alvarez.
So everybody is there. So
you forget Gallagher.
It's going to be a big.
Wait. You said your guy name. You don't call Gallagher.
Then they count me to the post or not the one corner. Yes.
I said firepower. So I counted Real Madrid's own, and I'm counting Atletico Madrid. This guy is a midfielder. He doesn't score goals.
He doesn't score goals.
No, Jude is a.
Him and Jude are the same thing.
He doesn't score goals. Okay, but
you know the firepower.
No.
When you say firepower,
him and Jude
the person
are the
play
same
shot from
thing.
30 yards out.
How many shots when he play for Chelsea? How many goals when he score?
Go and check the record.
He don't score up to 5.
Chelsea fans
Simple.
will say
He don't score up to 5, bro.
last season.
What are we saying?
But this particular game now, what do you think will happen? Simeone versus Ancelotti.
Please, Simeone blowing Real Madrid out of the water tonight. Simple. It doesn't need. It don't. In fact, it doesn't even need to be a blowout. It just needs to be a 1-0 or a 2-0 win.
1-0 win, they go into extra time.
Yes. And penalties, I trust the man between the posts. Yes.
Wait, no verse. You know,
penalty.
I trust the man between the posts for Atletico Madrid.
Forget penalty. That guy doesn't be anything for penalty.
No. Wait. You're going into a penalty shootout. You have Timo Courtois. You have Arize. Arize, former Chelsea that's playing for Bournemouth now. You have Jan Oblak. Who is starting for you, John?
Bro,
for shootout, penalty shootout.
Oblak of life, yes.
You go to chop penalty. They go to score you.
Yes.
They go to score you. Everybody will take that penalty. They take that spot kick against your team.
It not concern me.
Okay.
Everybody knows Courtois is on and off.
He's good on the night, 90 minutes. Or even if I play Lunin, penalty. Lunin, I can still pick Lunin ahead of any of them.
Lunin is still the worst.
You get ahead of any of them. I can still pick Lunin or Arize.
You are seeing this game enter extra time and penalty.
Possibly.
Yes.
It can enter penalty and Real Madrid will come out and carry the day. Or possibly it will end in that 0-0.
It cannot end in 0-0. It cannot end in 0-0. You know where I knew that the shift, the let me say the power tussle in Madrid that shifted is when at the Santiago Bernabeu, Real Madrid could not score more than 2. And now you get to come to the Wanda Metropolitano, you get to come to Simeone's home, and you are going to get decimated on the night.
Okay, let's get a prediction for that game. Who wins?
Atletico Madrid advancing.
Okay.
Advancing or who wins?
Advancing
the White Angels.
Okay,
the Ototo people of peoples.
Okay, let's say you have to open the phone line to take phone calls about all the things we are talking about the Champions League. But remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports, and Emmanuel Okitipi is saying no. So you in your mind, this result can be overturned. He's talking about Arsenal and PSV. But
it's not overturned though. I don't say overturned. I don't say overturned, but on how they knock on 2-0 in the first 10 minutes. 10 minutes your mind no go they shake.
And that song story is saying also be like your middle name na Joseph.
Thank you.
See, I'm not saying it will be overturned, but
finally,
what will be the atmosphere?
Finally,
I want to hear it in the comments. What will be the atmosphere in your area?
Yesterday at Anfield? How far atmosphere?
After the lose,
you never walk alone.
You see everywhere quiet.
Finally, Icon Fashion what is saying also start giving PSV false hope.
Thank you.
There's no miracle in this one. They can't even score 4 in first half. No,
Understand me. I'm not
Arsenal
saying,
considered
like
more
I
than
said,
3 goals in the opening minute.
there's no hope. They've qualified. Arsenal's qualified. But what will be the atmosphere if they go 2 goals up in the first 20 minutes?
Well, let's see what happens. I don't think it's possible though, but let's see what
It's
happens.
not possible to score 2 goals in the first 20 minutes.
Let's see what happens in today's Champions League. Okay, let's start taking phone calls. Call us and tell us what you think about yesterday's goals. It's possible though, but for PSV, it's go hard.
PSV scored 2 goals in the first 20 minutes.
It go
No, they're
hard.
not coming to
PSV
win.
now.
See,
Let me
they're not
tell
coming
you,
to win
it's
7-0.
not possible,
It's a
bro.
small club.
They're not coming to win.
It's not possible,
Understand.
bro. This is the best defense in the Premier
They're
League.
not coming to win 7-0.
Let's take
But
calls.
what they've lost 2-0 in the first half?
Hello, good
They
morning.
might go first the shake.
Where they not
Hello,
score
good
2-0
morning.
for their home.
Good morning.
Good
Name and
morning.
location, please.
Okay, my name is Obina. I'm from my state.
Okay, but what is your
Welcome.
contribution?
Yeah, as a Liverpool fan, I was heartbroken yesterday, but
Take
we
out.
move on.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Mm.
The reason I can say is that Anelpot has tried very well. Even when it started, nobody gave us the chance of being competitive, being a favorite to win Champions League. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So he has already done enough. He can win us the league now and the League Cup. So let's see we move. Because after the game yesterday, even though I'm not watching it, I'm using a live score to put the
Oh, okay.
I can see that PSG dominated the game because anytime I'm with, I always see the arrow pointing the PSG on dangerous attack. That's what I always see on my phone. So I can see that they play more better than us.
Okay.
So maybe we regroup and wait for this.
All right.
After John, your heart don't be okay now.
Of course. Of course.
The person is owe you for league since.
Exactly.
I am super happy. In fact, I'm over the moon. I need to take myself out for lunch today, you know.
Okay, don't worry.
Yeah.
Come on, I will buy shawarma. Okay?
No, Allah, you know where to bring it now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah.
0706-048-5853 or you can call 0915-570-8347. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
John from
Okay, what is your contribution?
in today's match, Arsenal will win.
Okay.
Real Madrid will win.
Mm-hmm.
Please, I want to say something here.
Okay.
It has become a recurrence this year.
Please, turn down the volume on your radio set or move away from your radio set, please.
Okay. Okay, now are you hearing me now?
Yes, I can hear you better. Yes.
Please, this thing has become a recurring decimal. John, please, I want you to ask me also, why is it that every time West Ham lose?
Thank you. Thank you. You are spot on. You are spot on.
Please, John, I beg, ask me.
Thank you. Thank you. I was going to keep quiet too because you know Chelsea fans una no show face. I say my keep quiet. May not be like say beef day, you know. But let's hear from the horse's mouth. You understand?
On Tuesday we lost on Monday night. I wasn't feeling fine.
Did you eat or did you not?
I did not eat. I did not eat before I went to see that game, and we lost that game, and I didn't eat. So I slept somewhere that I couldn't. I usually don't go to sleep. And,
You woke up on Wednesday.
and I woke up on Wednesday, and I started coming here. So Tuesday for me was cancelled.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Bonaventure calling from Suka.
Okay,
Welcome.
Bonaventure from Musuka. Okay, what is your contribution?
Yeah, a personal fan.
Okay.
Forget about no say it's a Real Madrid Man fan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Talk about Barcelona, you will bring argument to discredit
Yes.
Rafinha. Talking
Yes.
about Vinicius Junior that Bellingham carried almost
Thank
all
you.
the season, and he was competing for Ballon d'Or instead of
Bro,
Bellingham.
with 27 goals in all competition, we are competing for Ballon d'Or.
Rafinha
Wait
has
now, wait.
Thank you.
In all competition. In all competition. Now, we're not talking about last season, we're talking about this season, Ballon d'Or.
What did Vinicius Junior have last season? That's it. What did Vinicius Junior have last season? And you are telling me that. So, talking about yesterday's game, Liverpool PSG. Some people, when I told them about Luis Enrique, whenever he makes a promise, he keeps it. I remember the time that PSG beat us 4-0, and you say that if PSG can score 4,
Yeah,
then Barcelona can score 6.
Mhm.
Whether we beat PSG that time 6-1 to qualify. And I think last 2 seasons, when Barcelona beat PSG 3-1, and he said they are going to be war in Barcelona, and he came there that Araujo got a red card and he beat us, I think, 4-1, qualify 5-3, something like that. So when he said that he's going to come to have it to win that game, I know that he's going to cook something. So that's what I know. So I'm very happy that Barcelona are doing well.
All right.
We have regained our fear factor now. Not like last season or last 2 seasons. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Last 2 seasons now win league.
Okay.
Which fear factor are you guys looking for?
Rafinha has better numbers than Vini. Go look at the records.
Well, from last season,
Yes, go look at the records.
He surpassed Vini already this season.
What are we talking about, man?
But let's see what happens if he's going to win that Ballon d'Or or enter the conversation of Ballon d'Or.
I'm not comparing with Salah with Vini.
Let's take more calls before we
this
talk about
season. There
Nigerian
are
squad.
people that are over-indexing. Ousmane Dembele for France, he will be called up. He's already called up in the list. Look at the short list now. He's already in the list. For PSG, he's over-indexing in 2025. Mo Salah, in AFCONs, we don't really see him in AFCONs because in AFCONs, I don't know what usually happens to Mo Salah in the AFCONs. But if he wins the AFCONs, if they qualify and win the AFCONs, then and he's over-indexing we're calculating Rafinha's 27 goals in all competition.
27 with 19 assists.
In all competition. Wait now, calm down. Why Mo Salah has just the same number in just the Premier League?
Bro.
27 goals. Calm down. I'm not saying Jude Bellingham, Vinicius Junior, Kylian Mbappe. I'm not concerning me and those people. Mo Salah, we're talking about Ballon d'Or for 2025. Mo Salah in 2024-2025 season has 27 goals so far and 17 assists in just the Premier League. Why this guy has 27 goals and 19 assists in all competition, which means the Copa del Rey, the Champions League, the La Liga, the go. He has 27 goals, and
if after all this
and he wins,
Barcelona wins the Champions League and La Liga, he's going to Rafinha.
What if Liverpool? What if Liverpool wins the
let's see what
Premier League and
let's
the Carabao Cup?
Let's not enter the conversation of this Ballon d'Or. I think
about 27 goals. Your man is sitting on 18 in La Liga. What are we saying, man?
He's not my man.
It's your man, Vini.
He's not my man.
It's your man, Vini.
My man. When we're talking about Ballon d'Or last season, I mentioned it clear here. The person who had the best season of his life.
Okay, guys. Let's move on to Nigeria. Nigeria have released the squad. Our new coach released the squad yesterday. I'm going to give you the list of those names that was released. Okay, let's take this final call before I give you this list. Okay, hello. Good morning. Name and location, please.
Obi, I'm calling from Transit.
All right, what's your contribution?
I'm a Chelsea fan.
Okay.
I must say last night, as I was watching PSG play, I was regretting what Chelsea missed in this PSG manager when we didn't hire him 2 seasons ago. I could see their play. I could see their finesse. I could see their strength. The fact is that Liverpool played well, but PSG outplayed them. PSG, we are stronger physically. Look at almost all the the area balls, was won by PSG. Towards the end of the game, the pressure was even coming from PSG against Liverpool, who was playing at home. So, in as much I was rooting for Liverpool to win, PSG won.
Okay.
But I hope the Chelsea management are seeing what we lost when we went to hire Pochettino, and now this man.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, talking about the squad for qualifying, we have on the 21st match and the 25th match, we have Nigeria has a qualifying international World Cup qualifier to play, and the squad has been released. Goalkeeper is Nwabali and goalkeeper Amas Obasige in goalkeeper. Then finally is Kaede Benkole. Where does that one play? Bankole. That's the 3 goalkeepers that was called off for the Super Eagles. For defenders, William Ekong, Bright, Osaye Samuel, Bruno Onyemaechi, Calvin Bassi, Aina, and Abu. That's for the defense. In midfield, that's Wilfred Ndidi, senior man. Onyedika, was called up. That's the that played for Club Brugge.
Mhm.
And Yusuf, Alex Iwobi, Aribo, and Papa Daniels Mustafa. That's for the midfielder. For strikers is Chukwe Kezie, was called Victor Osimhen, Lukman was called up, Boniface was called up, Simon Moses was called up, Sadiq Omar, then Nathan Teller from Bayer Leverkusen, and Tolu was the final guy that was called up for the strikers position. If you look at this score, any surprise, he didn't call up our major senior man. Major senior man is playing for Middlesbrough now. He wasn't called
No,
up.
no. I think I think they dropped the 45 list. He was there.
I think he
The
was there.
29
And he
list.
was pinned down.
No, it was still down to 29. He wasn't present in 29. That was when we knew that this. But I beg no verse. Waiting Sadiq Umar do now. Do not go put him for that list.
Have you forgotten? Okay, let me not say it. But
Forget to because waiting Sadiq Umar they do because there's one person that is pulling the numbers in Scotland right now. Cyril Dresser. Why is he not making the list?
Yes, Dresser supposed to make that list. I remember.
Why is because every day we keep calling list and we skip Cyril Dresser. Why is Dresser not on the list? Now tell her with the chop bench.
Yes, at
Leverkusen. They list. Now the two Leverkusen strikers that are on the bench are on the list. What did this guy do wrong that is making him not miss out on that list every single time?
Let's also not forget Atubolu, who is a solid goalkeeper keeping in the Bundesliga, who has not been called up till now. And we have Kayode Bankole making the list. At least the only goalkeeper I respect here is Nwabali. I feel we should call up Atubolu into the side and give him the opportunity to play for the Super Eagles.
Okay. Now we're looking for defenders. We have the defenders that are present there. Then Osho for Luton Town last season. How far?
For me, the bottom line is that this is a safe list.
Okay.
Right? This is not a list that has invited a lot of new faces.
Well, let's see what is my own is that let's see how he's going to slice these players when he could. We play on the 21st March against Rwanda. That's by 5 p.m. 21st March. Then 25th March, after 3 days or 4 days time, we play Zimbabwe in the next round of international games. It's a World Cup qualifier. Where we are in that table is not good, so we need to win both games. But we're going to be interested to see how we are going to play, how we are going to set up. That's the main point we are going to talk about. But let's see, by the end of the month, let's see what he's going to be doing for us. If we are going to qualify for the World Cup, we have one of the best squad in Africa. We should be playing the World Cup. Okay, thank you for joining us on today's show. Today is the Champions League. Let's sit down and watch the Champions. Let's see what Real Madrid and Atletico have for us today. We want plenty goals. We don't want 1-0 today.
Yes.
Plenty goals, please. Let's see who wins and who qualifies for the next quarterfinal of the Champions League. You know, all the table has been set, so everybody will know who they are going to play in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. My name is Godwin, and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage. Take a break and enjoy the show.